Hello guys, it's Maddie Simish and welcome to another video where today I am building an eco-industrial apartment in The Sims 4, and I will be 100% honest, I'm calling it an eco-industrial apartment, but it's not particularly eco-themed. It is built in Evergreen Harbour. It's one of the Stone Street apartments, and that is about as eco as it got. I think when I started building it, my plan was to make it like a very eco-friendly home, but there's nothing really. I mean, a lot of the sort of items that came with the Eco Lifestyle expansion pack, like the fabricator and the candle maker and the juicer and things like that, they are all really big. So I think they're just way too big for an apartment. But then also a lot of the things that, make the houses more green, like not having too many lights, not having too many electronics or like water based appliances. Yeah, I didn't really think about that at all, to be honest. So it's not the most eco-friendly apartment, but like I say, I think a lot of the items you would use if you were like an eco-friendly sim wouldn't fit in an apartment regardless. So maybe the sim that would live in an apartment like this goes to one of the community lots to do like fabricating and recycling and things like that. So maybe that's how I get away with it. But yeah, it's not the most eco-friendly apartment, but the reason I kind of considered it to be eco-themed and built it in Evergreen Harbour is obviously we recently got the new kit, which is the Industrial Loft kit, and I really like it. My last build was just a kind of like general industrial apartment. I actually didn't build it in an apartment. I built it on just an empty lot so I could control kind of the shape and size and space that I had. But yeah, it's just like a general like apartment themed build, like a kind of cute industrial style, but I wanted to do something a little bit more themed. And when I was looking at the items, I know that they fit really well with a lot of the stuff that we got in the Eco Lifestyle pack, especially those like orangey wood tones. I really wanted to roll with that. So you can see there is definitely a theme of like orangey woods with white and black. That is like the main color scheme in this apartment. And I thought it worked out really well. And then the other thing that I really wanted to do was work with platforms, which are notoriously difficult to do. I usually avoid them because they do cause a lot of troubles. And the thing is, like, we've had them for a while now and they're still the same. I don't think they've been probably updated since they came out. And I just find them like so difficult to use. So, for example, when I was putting platforms down, it kind of didn't register any of the rooms as having floors. So you may have seen me at the beginning there. I had to keep going back every time I changed the platforms and like placing a blank empty room because I couldn't place floor tiles because it said it didn't recognize it as a floor. So I had to like place a square floor down, and then it kept like deleting all the walls, and it's a lot of hassle to build with platforms. So usually I avoid it, but I do really like that style, especially in like loft apartments. I feel that's really common. So I knew I wanted to get the bed area on a platform, but this probably was not the best apartment to do so because it is a short wall height. So there's only so much you can raise the platforms before things start like clipping into the ceiling and the top of the rooms. So it's only a slight platform, but it still counts. And you can see I'm doing the bathroom here. It is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. I was imagining a single sim would live here. Again, sticking with that very black theme, which I don't do very much. I do usually like really bright colors. That's what I did in my last build as well. But yeah, I really like how the bedroom turned out. But you can see that I just did a lot of experimenting with the platforms. So I wanted to do another platform as like a little step up to it. But it isn't the biggest bedroom, so I wanted to make sure there was plenty of space, and I put this kind of new plant that we got with the Industrial Loft kit kind of behind the like platform step, so it kind of fits in that space really well, and I thought it looked really good. Like, I was really happy, especially because I did spend a long time moving things around, and I probably even cut out more than I show. So I was quite happy with the layout. It is kind of simple. It is just like, the bed, the wardrobe, and then that kind of like feature step up with the plants. But yeah, I thought the like structure of it looked really nice. I was really happy with the layout. Just getting a little bit of a mini entryway in there. The door is doing its like usual thing. I know there's like a lot of glitches and problems and bugs in The Sims, and it usually takes them a long time to fix it. Oh, and speaking of which, at the time that I'm recording this voiceover, they've just announced that there's going to be a like pack refresh of Spa Day, which I already knew, and I think I did speak about in another video because basically everyone already knew, but they leaked some details about it. And one of the things that we're getting is like manicures and like for your sim to be able to have painted nails. And it's funny because I have like nail polish custom content, which I always use when I make sims, and I just think it's so crazy, like that we are, you know, we're playing a game that was released in 2014 and it is now the end of 2021 and we are only just getting like nails for our Sims. The Sims is so slow to do things, so just thinking about like all the bugs and like the issues with platforms and things like that, it wouldn't surprise me if we don't get solutions for those for a very long time, because that just tends to be the trend. But anyway, you can see the dining room there is also up on a platform. I thought that looked quite cool to have that as a little bit of a feature. And of course I used the new table and chairs, which is a bit more like well, they're like bar stools, and then the table is quite high up, so I quite like that. It's a little bit different, and I decided to use the swatch with the yellow in it as well for a little bit of a splash of colour. And then another thing that I've been using a lot in my builds is the toddler stuff hanging lights that you can see I put across there. I really love the contrast. I did it with my last video as well, of like the harsh industrial style and then like cute things like plants and hanging lights and just things like that. I think it looks really nice. It really does have that kind of feel of converted spaces, you know, spaces that, or even like a little bit run down, you know, with the like worn away brick on the walls there. And then you just kind of make it look a little bit pretty with the decorations that you do. I really like that style. I think it looks really cool. But for the kitchen, I am using the what's that, Dream Home Decorator? I couldn't remember the name then. The Dream Home Decorator game pack. There's been so many packs recently that I am literally losing count. But yeah, I decided to use those counters because they're very like, I don't know, they're just very square, very robust. I don't know, I thought they just kind of fit the theme. Obviously industrial counters, we actually do have some, but I did use them in my last build and I thought I just wanted something a little bit different, so I decided to use these ones. But I really like them. They are really, really simple and just getting a few bits of clutter around, but I didn't want to make it like look too busy, but just kind of like lived in and homely, again with those kind of like decorations and lights and things like that. I thought that looked really cool. And of course I also had to use the new sofas as well. I really like those. I love the leather look, but this time, like in my last build, I think I used the blue leather look, but this time I used the black one, which is a little bit more realistic. But yeah, just pairing it with eco lifestyle coffee table and rugs, as well as I think there's city living, possibly that coffee table, maybe not, I'm not sure, but yeah, just got a little stand for the TV on it, like super simple living room, but I really liked it. I thought it fit the theme really nicely. Got some like movie posters. They are some of my favorite like decorations to add to builds, is the movie posters. And there's quite a few different styles and quite a few different colors, and I do think that they just add a lot of personality. And I feel like even if there's not necessarily like hobby objects in a build, things like that can really sort of give you an idea of the kind of sim that would live here. So I went for a little bit more of like it reminds me a little bit of Lord of the Rings, one of the posters, so maybe they're a little bit of a nerd, I don't know, but yeah, I thought that was really fun and I really did enjoy this build. I hope that you like it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe, and hopefully I see you in my next one. But until then, bye!